Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flexibility practice. You're going to need just a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. So let's begin today in butterfly. You can bring the soles of your feet together, your knees out nice and wide. And maybe slide your feet a little bit further away from the hips so that you can find a nice long spine. Place your hands on your knees. Take an inhale to lengthen a little more. And with the exhales, just start to turn your chest towards the right side. Push your fingertips into the floor behind you for support, maybe resting your left hand on your feet. Take a twist. And then use an inhale as you bring your chest forwards, and exhale as you turn it to the other side. Twist, sitting nice and tall. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale to bring you back through center, and option to fold forwards. Softening those shoulders. Feeling some love through the hips. And then using an inhale, start to lift back up. We're going to send our right leg out long and keep our left foot resting on the inner thigh. With an inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold forwards. You can flex your foot, pointing your toes up towards the ceiling. Take a nice forward fold. Soften your shoulders again. Nice, you guys. Using an inhale, slowly lift back up. Keep your legs as they are, but bring your fingertips to the floor in front of you, or maybe even behind you a little bit. Lengthen your spine. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, try to turn your chest towards the right side. You can keep flexing your foot. Use your fingertips. Use your hands for support on the floor, on that front leg for just a nice little twist. You don't have to put too much effort into this. Just keep the spine long, and then use an inhale to bring your chest back through center, and exhale towards the left side. So you probably can twist a little further going to the left side. Maybe, maybe not. And then with an inhale, bring yourself back to face forwards, and you can send your left leg out. Bring your right foot in. Take an inhale, sit tall, flex your foot, and an exhale as you fold. Feeling the nice stretch through that leg. Awesome, you guys. Letting an inhale bring you back up, lengthening the spine, getting ready for your twist. Take an inhale. With the exhale, start to turn your chest towards the left. Any amount, without forcing anything. Keeping that left foot flexed. And using an inhale, bring your chest back. And an exhale as you turn and twist to the right. Awesome job, you guys. Bringing your chest back to face forwards. You can bring your feet to the mat, bend your knees. Just take a nice little rock, shake it out a little bit. We're going to find a nice wide straddle. So you can bring your legs out wide. Flexing your feet, point your toes up towards the ceiling, and bring your fingertips to the floor in front of you. And then we're going to be turning our chest towards the left side. So you can bring your fingertips to either side of that front leg. Just keep flexing the feet. Push into the fingertips to keep the spine long, a little twist. If you're able, you might walk your hands down towards your foot. And you might walk your hands past your foot. And then just use an inhale to walk your hands back and lift your chest back up. Turn yourself back through center. Turn your chest towards that right side. Push into those fingertips. Keep flexing the feet. Stay here, or see if your hands want to walk, if your upper body wants to fold. Nice job, you guys. Slowly bringing yourself back up. Turning yourself to face forwards through center. Fingertips maybe on the floor behind you, in front of you, but find a long spine. Flex your feet and then add a tip forwards. Your hands could stay on the floor behind you. Or maybe you're going to bring your forearms down or soften your shoulders and just let your head get heavy. How do those inner legs feel? Nicely done, you guys. With an inhale, bring yourself up, bring your hands to the outside of your legs. Help your knees come back together. Give yourself a little hug. Rock it out. And then we can meet in tabletop. So coming over onto your hands and knees, let's get into our shoulders. So we're gonna do half a puppy dog. I want you to bring your left hand to your side and reach your right arm out in front. Keeping your hips high, melt your chest down. Use that left hand to support you from going too far. You can put some weight into the left hand or you don't have to put any weight. And then the option to rest your forehead, or maybe your right cheek or your right ear. Soften your shoulder. That left hand, if you aren't really putting any weight into it, you might even bring your hand to your low back. Let your palm face up. And just be mindful of your head and neck and your right shoulder if you do need that extra support of your left hand on the mat. And if you did bring your left hand behind you, start there. Bring it back to your mat. And then with an inhale, let's lift your head, lift your chest. Bring your right arm in. You might even just sit back on your heels for a moment. That's a nice deep shoulder opener. Take a shoulder roll if you'd like. So good. And we can just switch sides. Come back to your tabletop. Right hand beside you, left arm reaching out. Keep your hips high as you melt down through the chest, forehead, cheek, whatever you can relax down. And then just an option if you did want to bring the right hand to your low back. And just coming out the way you came in, right hand coming down, lifting the chest, your head, coming back into your tabletop or sitting on your heels for a moment to take a shoulder roll or two. And then just stay seated on your heels if it's comfy, or just switch into a cross-legged seat. But lengthen the spine and let your chin start to fall down towards your collarbone. Bringing the length into the back of the neck. And with your chin falling down towards your collarbone, you can keep your hands resting on your lap or your knees. Or maybe you're going to bring your hands to your low back, both of them, palms facing away. And maybe you're going to try to hold onto your elbows. And then you're going to just lengthen your spine again and let your head get heavier. Let your shoulders fall from your ears. Awesome, you guys. And with an inhale, lift your chin slowly. Let your arms just fall back to your lap. Take a shoulder roll if you need. And then come back into your tabletop. Lift those hips off of your heels. Maybe rock your hips side to side a few times. We're going to keep our hips lifted. Walk both of our arms out in front and then over to the left. So creating a side stretch, really lengthening through that right arm more so than the left one. Walk those fingertips up and away and then start to melt it down. And if you don't feel the length through the side body or that right arm, walk those fingertips a little further away and melt it down. Nice, you guys. Use an inhale to help you lift back up. Look at your hands. Walk them back to the middle of your mat and then all the way over to the right side. Especially that left arm. Lengthen. Walk those fingertips away and melt it down as you keep your hips high. Find that nice length through that left arm, that shoulder, the oblique. Awesome job, you guys. Using an inhale, slowly lifting again. Look at your hands. Walk them back to the middle of your mat and then walk them back into your tabletop as well. Maybe even sitting on the heels for a moment to take your shoulder rolls if you'd like. But we're going to cross our ankles and have a seat. So bringing your legs out in front. Let's set up 90-90 with our legs. So the right leg can be in front, the left leg behind you. See if you can set up those nice 90-degree angles with both of your legs. And then we're just going to start to lean back a little bit. So push your fingertips into the floor behind you as you lean back and try to send the left hip forwards a little. Try to lift that hip, send it forwards a little. If you feel nothing at all, you can lean back further. If you feel too much, you can sit a little bit further forward. You don't have to lean back. You might be sitting here or here. But you could also lay all the way down onto your back until you feel that left hip. And then if you are on your forearms, you're laying down, start to come back. And if you're leaning back just a little, start to come forwards a little bit. And then we're going to try to move this back leg if it works, or we're just going to keep it as is. So if you were able to slide your heel towards your hip, you can start to slide your heel towards your hip. And then we're going to add a tip forwards. And it can be a nice big tip forwards or small tip forwards. And we're just here for a moment. And if you are folding forwards, I want you to start to come back up. If your leg is comfortable like this, you can keep that heel coming towards your glute. If you're in that 90-degree angle still, I want you to move your foot to your inner thigh because we're going to send our right leg out long in front. So either keeping the heel behind you or bringing the foot to the inner thigh, facing forwards with the right leg out long. So you can decide what that left leg is doing. And then from here, take an inhale as you lengthen and exhale to fold forwards. And you can fold straight down, or you can start to turn your chest towards the left and open up and maybe add a side stretch. Left arm can reach all the way up and maybe all the way over. Maybe your arm can be beside your ear. Keeping the chest open to that left side. If you're going for the side stretch. Awesome, you guys. Let a nice big inhale help you come up of whatever kind of forward or side fold you are in. And then if the foot is behind you, lean to the side, bring it forwards, and set it up. 90-90 with the left leg forwards. So no need to bring the heel towards the glute just yet, but leaning back any amount, sending that right hip forwards. And depending on how far you are leaning back, you can start to make your way back up and try that tip forwards. If you do want to slide your heel towards your glute before you do your tip forwards, you can do that as well. And then just slowly start to make your way back up. And if you are going to bring your right foot to your inner thigh, you can do that now, or you can just simply send your left leg out long. Taking an inhale as you lengthen and an exhale to tip forwards. Holding straight down, or again, you can turn your chest to open up to the right this time and add a side stretch, reaching your right arm up and maybe all the way over. Nice job, you guys. Maybe you can even grab your big toe. But wherever you are, let's let a nice big breath in help us come all the way up. And you can bring your right leg forwards. That was a little bit more graceful on this side. Give your knees a hug, shake it out a little bit. And then finding a nice comfy seat. Placing your hands on your knees. Let's just take an inhale to sit tall. And with the exhale, let your chin fall back down towards your collarbone. And use an inhale as you roll your head slowly towards the right shoulder. Feel the length through the sides of the neck. One more inhale. And an exhale to lower your chin. And an inhale as you roll your head towards the left. Awesome, you guys. One more inhale. The exhale, bring your chin back down. And an inhale can lift it right back up. Beautiful, you guys. Take one more shoulder roll if you want it. And you can bring your hands together in front of your heart. Awesome practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.